Are you a foreign educated physical therapist trying to find the best state where you want to apply to live and work here in the United States? Well, this video and this channel is for you. Hello, my name is Doc Jane Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to United States application. Thank you so much for watching. And while you're at it, please put on the comment section below what country are you from and what are the other kinds of videos you want me to do for you so to help you with your US application. Okay, so type in. So I've been making this series of videos about different states and we're going to discuss the salary for that state, the average salary, what are the settings that pay the highest, the cost of living, the lifestyle, and also the crime rate, and a lot of pro tips for you so that you will be ready mentally, psychologically, emotionally before you move to that state, or for you to know whether that state is for you or not. So for today, we're going to discuss Illinois because somebody nominated Illinois. So if you put in the comment section what state you want me to do next, that will be next on my list. So some viewers, subscribers nominated states, so that I go by whatever state is nominated. So you have the power to choose what state will I do the following videos, the following weeks. Okay, so thank you for engaging. So what we're going to discuss that, but first take a look at USPT Turbocharge. This is my most famous masterclass online in which I help you step by step how to do your United States application because it's really overwhelming. It's expensive to start off with, but it's going to be more expensive if you don't know what in the world are you doing. Okay, if you don't know the process, you will end up frustrated, you will give up, you will have a lot of delays. You need a system to help you on what to do first, next, in order for you to be successful, to finally come here to the US and work as a physical therapist because you are deeply, badly needed here in the US. So we have 5-star reviews from actual people who attended the masterclass, how it has helped them with their processing. Okay, so check the USPT Turbocharge and my other master classes for evaluation and progress note, documentation, and clinical practice. All the links will be down below. Is Illinois the right state for you? Let's go. Okay, so for physical therapy salary, okay, the average salary for Illinois is $85,000 to $105,000 per year, depending, of course, on the location, on the setting, meaning what kind of facility you're going to work. Is it hospital? Is it clinic? Is it nursing home? And experience, okay? So for entry level, foreign educated or foreign trained physical therapists, it's $70,000 to $85,000 per year, okay? Because in reality, you don't have any US experience yet if you are coming from outside the US, okay? So regardless of what your experience abroad, okay, what we're talking about is the US experience. But of course, this is something that you can negotiate with the employer, okay? Next, for this is from Indeed.com, okay? So physical therapist salary in Illinois, the average per hour is $49.68. So this is per hour, okay? The highest paying cities is the Chicago area, okay? The Chicago area. And we have the other areas are Naperville, Rockford, and Peoria. So this is the other cities in Illinois itself. So if you are like me before I was outside the US, we hardly here, Illinois. It's always Chicago. Chicago is a city. Chicago is not a state. Okay, Chicago belongs to the to the state of Illinois. Okay, so that is one of the highest paying. Naperville, again, Rockford and Peoria. So this is just a breakdown of what it is right now, currently, as of the recording of this video. Like Naperville is here 57.16 per hour. Okay, Rockford is here 55.58, and Peoria is 51.88. Decatur is actually 76.80. Okay, so it varies per city. And again, you have to consider, if you're going to sign a contract, don't expect this figure to be your paycheck, especially if you're signing under agency, because agent has a cut with your paycheck. Okay, so and again, if you don't have US experience, okay, and especially fresh graduate, okay, do not expect. This is just in general average pay. At least you have a reference. Okay, next one is the best paying setting. So home health is always the best paying. You travel in different, to the houses or different buildings for independent assisted living facilities. Okay, skilled nursing facilities is always high paying. Okay, and private, keyword is private outpatient practices. So it depends on where you work. Okay, it depends on your employer. Some outpatient has more paying than others. Okay. So next one is the cost of living. Okay, so for the cost of living, if you are in the city, it's always more expensive. Okay, so Chicago is the most expensive area. For the rent of one bedroom apartment, it's between $1,800 to $2,500 or $1,800 to $2,500 per month. Okay, the groceries and transportation is $500 to $700 per month. And the parking can be expensive if you drive. So it's a different story. Chicago has good transportation system because it's a big city. So you can use buses and you can use the trains. Okay, so if you want to, save on parking and toll fees, there are so many toll fees depending where you're going in Chicago. And so it can be very expensive for transportation. Suburban and rural areas such as Peoria, Springfield, and Rockford, the rent is a little bit lower. The rent is $900 to $1,400 per month, lower taxes, and more affordable lifestyle. So I work in Taylorville. It's more on like a country area in Illinois. That's where I started. It's a lesser cost of living there compared to Chicago, sorry. And then I moved to Chatham, which is just outside of the Springfield area, very near Springfield. So I know that, this is true. The rent is within this range. The state income tax. Okay, so if you watch my other videos, like Texas doesn't have state income tax. Okay, so that's a good place to be if you don't want the state to get some of your money. Okay, so it is expensive. It's 4.95% of your income tax will go to the state. Okay, so that is on top of the Social Security, Medicare deduction from your paycheck. Okay, so you have to be aware of that. Okay, weather. So there are 4 seasons in Illinois. So Illinois is in the Midwest area. Okay, so in the middle of the U.S. Continent. Okay, so we have winter from December to March, cold and snowy. The temperatures can range between 15 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit or -9 to 2 degrees Celsius. So when I was in Chatham, Illinois, I actually experienced -15. Okay, so it can be very cold during winter time, very snowy, very icy. The summer is June to September, warm and humid, 75 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 35 degrees Celsius. And spring and fall, pleasant but can be rainy and or unpredictable. So snow, wind, and rain. Chicago is famously windy. Snowfall is heavy in northern Illinois, so prepare for winter driving and hitting bills, okay? So, crime rate and safety. Chicago is a city, it's a big city. Crime is very neighborhood specific, okay? So some areas are safe and family friendly, and some areas have high crime rates, okay? Safe neighborhoods include Lincoln Park, Lakeview, Naperville, and Oak Park. Suburban areas are generally much safer and more affordable with good schools and housing. So tip, always research the specific zip code or suburban before choosing the housing. So especially if you're gonna bring your family, also search and research about the school, the education, the type of education or quality of education where you're going to move. Some areas have more or better education than other areas, okay? Quality of education. Licensing and TOEFL requirements. So the credentialing agency for Illinois is FCCPT, okay? Type 1 review is preferred for visa support, especially type 1 review for immigration, okay? If you need healthcare worker certificate, okay? So TOEFL is required if PT education was not in English. The scores should be 26 for speaking, 24 for writing, listening is 21, and reading is 22 FSBPT standard. You have to pass the NPTE. Illinois does not offer temporary license for foreign PTs waiting for NPTE result. So for the latest update for Illinois, head out to their website here, and I will also put on the description section below about the video that I made for Illinois application, the step-by-step process, okay? And then lifestyle and community in Illinois. So Chicago is a diverse culture. So I can say I've been to New York, I've been to Chicago. New York is like a city on steroid. Chicago is a little bit slow paced than New York, okay? But it's still a big city. It's a large home. It's a city for a large Filipino, Indian, Latino, and African communities. So foreign physical therapists often find it easy to adjust. The public transportation Chicago has a good public transportation for trains and buses. The suburbs and smaller cities, you have to have a car to, not waste your time waiting for bus. Because they are on schedule, okay? And of course it takes a lot more time to go from one place to another using buses than driving your own car, okay? Great for families are the suburban towns offer great schools, safe neighborhoods, and parks. So things to do, there are a lot of museum, parks, festivals, and the Lake Michigan is near, of course, Illinois. Sports teams, food scene, and access to airports for international travel. So if you're going to land to Illinois, is the O'Hare, Chicago O'Hare Airport. It's a very big, very busy airport. Okay, so pro tips for foreign trained PTs moving to Illinois. Consider the suburbs, okay? But I have an employer in the Chicago area. So if you really want to start to work in Illinois, I can connect you to Rehab Max with Mr. Eric. Okay, he's a great person to work with. So Naperville, Evanston, Oak Brook, or Schaumburg for better safety and affordability. Secure a job offer first to help with the visa and relocation process. So especially if you are going through the interview for tourist visa to take your NPTE, having a job offer will increase the likelihood of you being approved with the tourist visa for the NPTE purposes, okay? And network in APTA, Illinois, or Facebook PT groups to connect with other foreign trained physical therapists. All right, guys, there you have it. What do you think about this video? Is this informative? Is this helpful for you? What are the other topics that I missed that you want to know about the state? okay, so that I can add it to the next states that I'm going to discuss or make another video about this state, okay? So let me know where you're from, okay, how this video helped you, and or what states you want me to do next, okay? I would love to hear from my viewers, from my subscribers. Speaking of, if you have not subscribed yet, you have to subscribe because it will help boost this channel so we can all help each other and the other foreign educated physical therapists around the world with their journey to US application, because you guys are needed here so bad. So I wish you all the best with your US application. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Until the next video, stay blessed.